Happy Devils Monday. This is, as what Mark says, the Woo Report. The Woo Report. Episode 405. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio studios inside the bunker in an undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. As coming over the wire, I guess that report by Ryan Novozinsky is a little obsolete, although he did get it right, the first to get it right, that I saw on X. That, Simon Nemec to be sent out. We'll talk a little bit about that in just a sec, as I want to read off the roster for the 2023-24 season for your New Jersey Devils. As everyone's filing in, of course, I hit the stream button and then over the wire. And thank you to Nick Villano, pucksandpitchforks.com, for alerting me. He's my personal text message alert guy. Yes, State of the Fan address on Wednesdays, every Wednesdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Nick Villano at pucksandpitchforks.com, editor-in-chief. He's got the show lining up right now. I'm seeing the comments right now. Michael says, beer me. Yes, as we announced yesterday on the big show, on the Let's Go Devils podcast, that we are coming out with a beer called And Crew Brew. Coming soon. It's right now in production right now. It's being fermenting is what they say. And that's all I know. That's all I know right now. But we'll have news if it actually hits American Whiskey on opening night this Thursday, 51 Edison Place, across the street from Prudential Center, next to Championship Plaza. We will be on the big stage as like where we were during the playoffs. But let's get to the 2023-24 roster for your New Jersey Devils. Well, let's go with the forwards. Number 14, Nathan Bastian, made the cut. Number 20, Michael McLeod, made the cut. Number 63, Jesper Bratt, made the cut. Number 28, Timo Meyer, made the cut. Number 56, Eric Holla, made the cut. 91, Dawson Mercer, made the cut. Captain Nico Hischier, number 13, made the cut. Number 92, Tomas Nosek, made the cut. Number 10, Alexander Holtz has made the lineup, or made the roster at least. Number 18, Andre Palat. Number 86, Jack Hughes. Number 11, Chris Tierney. Number 42, Curtis Lazar. And last but not least for the forwards, number 73, Tyler Toffoli. All making the Devils roster. That's for the forwards. On defense, number 88, Kevin Ball. Number 7, Dougie Hamilton. Number 43, Luke Hughes. Number 6, John Marino. Number 24, Colin Miller. Number 71, Jonas Siegenthaler. And our favorite on the Let's Go Devils podcast, number 2, Brendan Smith. And the goalies, number 40, Akira Schmid. And number 41, Vitek Vanacek, all making the New Jersey Devils roster. Simon Nemec being sent down to the Utica Comets, which I think is a smart move considering his age. Lindy Ruff alluded to this earlier during the offseason, that he wasn't too keen of having two young defensemen at the same time up with the big clubs, just really starting their NHL careers. And I think that's a smart move. Luke Hughes had 2 years with Michigan, limited sample size, limited experience in the regular season. Last season, have limited playoff experience. But in the end there, Luke Hughes was playing a lot of minutes for your New Jersey Devils in the playoffs. So what does this mean? Well, the Devils are stacked. The Devils just went through preseason like just bullied everybody, figuratively speaking, but just went through every single team, 7-0-0. The expectations are high this season, very high, after coming off a historical regular season, setting franchise records everywhere, and they're just getting started. Select the Voice says, "What's up, Devils folks?" Dubs is like, "Had to expect it. Holtz' last shot, Nemec's first shot. Once he comes up, you need him to stick and not be sent down or a constant scratch. Let him get burn. I can't even read. Utica for now. It's all good." Dubs is like, yeah, you know what? You want steady, progressive growth for your young players, especially the guys on defense. You don't want to start Simon Nemec off at the big club not playing. He needs to play. He needs to get the experience. He needs to build his game. And is he certainly deserving of making the roster? Absolutely. But now is not his time. And no fault to his own. But it gives Luke Hughes some time. Hopefully he'll get some playing time, real playing time with the big club, as he should. He was paired up with Brendan Smith on the third pairing. Not sure how much any of us like that. But I am starting to come around and liking the Ball and John Marino pairing on defense. You do need to have a shutdown pairing. And I think John Marino and Kevin Ball, with his size and reach, have potential to be one of the top pairings in the league in terms of being a shutdown pairing. You got the size, you've got the smarts of John Marino. Kevin Ball, love his attitude, where he's going right now with his career. Dennis is very happy Hala not on IR, so he's probably going to play on Thursday. Yes, Hala out for the last few practices. Not to fear, Eric Hala will be here. But the Devils, I'll tell you, the Devils look so good right now. So good. But I caution you. Let's set the expectations here. Let's set it right now. This team needs to get through this regular season healthy and into the playoffs. I'm not trying to set the bar too low, but last season is hard to top. Can they top it? Yes, they can. Could they be even more historical than the Boston Bruins if everything is all clicking? One of the dangerous things about this Devils team is they are still relatively pretty young. They don't know any better. Nobody told them they weren't supposed to win that many games last season. They just went out and did it. When they played the New York Rangers in the first round of the playoffs before the series started, they asked Jack Hughes and the rest of the players, well, how do you feel about the rivalry? No, I think we match up well. Nobody told them that the Rangers, with all the experience that they had, were supposed to demolish them. But the Rangers didn't. Matter of fact, they were up 2-0 in the series. Nobody told this young Devils team that, hey, you're down 0-2. chances are you're not going to win the series. Well, Kira Schmidt said, hold my beer. I will just dominate and get this team back on track. And that's what happened. Morgan Williams says expectations are 105-0-0. Hey, you know what? I love that mindset. I'll be honest with you. I love that mindset. That's a winning mindset of a New Jersey Devils fan. Love it. Not going to criticize it, but love it. If that's the way you think, I'm all for it. Maybe I'll go 105-0-0. Or is that the right? Is that the right calculation? Yeah, 82 games plus 16. I can't do the math in my head. Mrs. Wu, help me out. Is that 98 games? But plus the 7, I'm assuming. So, okay, I see the 105-0-0. Luckily, I could do math in my head while on live air. But, yes, Mark's got a ticket for Thursday. I'll be down there at American Whiskey. Hopefully, the Crew Brew will arrive. It's going to be red. I ordered a beer tower so we can have it on the set if it's ready. If it's not ready, look, let me tell you, if you knew the backstory, how this beer idea came about, it started 7 years ago, but somehow it all came together in late September out of nowhere. And, Crew Brew, designed by Crew, the artist formerly known as Beer Baron, on the Let's Go Devils Podcast Sunday edition. With the collaboration with Departed Souls, we were able to get it done. It's pretty cool. Also, Cassandra Lynn says, see you on Thursday. Can't wait. Cassandra, go to American Whiskey. We'll be out on the big stage. I'm going to try to line up a couple guests. Shorts Guy and I will be there. Beer Baron also, the artist formerly known as Beer Baron and Crew will be there. Game Day Live and Devils After Dark, back in action. Vinny Parisi, pucksandpitchforks.com, Scotty at SiriusXM, Liquid Metal. We will be just having a lot of fun outside of American Whiskey. Mark says, I'm traveling from Maryland to watch my Devils opening night. Maryland, love Maryland, except for the University of Maryland. Sorry, I'm a Penn Stater. I have to boo them. Mark also says the Rangers are like the Cowboys. Every year is their year, but they crap out come playoffs. Yes, all hype all the time. But their time is over. The Jack Hughes era is in full force right now. Jack Hughes is a Ranger killer, and that's what's going to be the headlines throughout the season. November 18th at the Rock, Saturday night action. Devils Rangers, Jack Hughes, the Ranger killer. But somebody better put a body on Jacob Trouba, because that should not happen in the National Hockey League. The way he hits other players, I don't know how he gets away with it, to be honest. I'm done with Trouba. And I hope the Devils still have that in their memory banks. What happened, what he did to Timo Meier, could have cost us the Carolina series. You don't have Timo Meier in that game one, who knows what could have happened. But moving forward, it's a new season. But bad blood is still there. I know Timo Meier trying to play it off, whatever. But I don't think Trouba got the message yet. After seeing how he hit Toffoli during preseason, not cool. I'd rather see great hits, not cheap hits and dangerous hits that should be out of the game completely. Well, roster came out. Alexander Holtz on the roster. And I hope Alexander Holtz takes advantage of this opportunity. I would love to see the class of 2020, that first round class, Holtz, Mercer, and Mahamadulin, really, Timo Meyer, really do well with this team. Also, Elliot Friedman, 32 Thoughts, saying that the Devils are still looking for a goaltender. Of course they should be. Tom Fitzgerald. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. By the way, Mark Scheifele and Connor Hellebuck signing monster $60 million contracts. 7 years each, 59 point something. I don't know if it's Canadian dollars or USD or whatever. But the Devils never had a chance, really, to kind of afford Connor Hellebuck. And it was a smart move by Tom Fitzgerald, Devils GM, to not make a silly move for Hellebuck. Yes, Hellebuck would have been great for the Devils for a year or two, but at what price? And Winnipeg Jets getting it done. Good for them. Let their team crash and burn. Mark says, woo, my thoughts exactly. Wilson from the Caps is always getting suspended for the same hits. Yeah, and I don't understand why that happens. I don't know. But the Devils have some beef on that fourth line. I hope Lindy Ruff keeps rolling those four lines over and over and over again, because it'll keep the team fresh. Speed kills. And you've got some beef back there. Absolute beef. Also looking on the Facebook Live, Corey Elk says, trade him, talking about Brendan Smith. What a waste. Eric Selden, Smith provided some great experience and would be an asset, not an everyday player, but more just to fill in. Vincent said it'll be better for his development, meaning Simon Nemec in Utica for now. You already have a few new guys, rookies in Ball and Hughes, making the full jump. It's smart. He'll be there soon enough. Stacy White, I haven't seen you in a while. Stacy White says, hey, Sam. Hey, Stacy, in the Facebook Live. Matthias says Mercer deserves to play on the first line. Don't get all the fans who gives Holtz this spot without showing nothing. Mercer, Heischer, Holtz was a bad line in preseason. Some truth to what you're saying there, Matthias. The way I look at it is, I don't look at it as line 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I look at it as these four lines are the best lines out in the ice when you put them out there, and they each play a different role. I think the fourth line played a significant role in the Devils-Rangers series, and I think the fourth line, Michael McLeod, really showed something. And I thought the bottom six forwards carried the team against the Rangers, because Jesper Bratt, Timo Meyer, they weren't scoring, and you needed your support. But it's a team concept. It's a team game. That's what hockey is. You got to play your role. You got to play your game. It's just not one individual. I know we get caught up in the fantasy hockey worlds and analytics, which I can't stand. But the team concept still exists. If you play as a team, you play your game. You do what you're supposed to do. It all adds up. And if the entire team does that, chances are you're going to win a Stanley Cup. It's all about the consistency. Wow. We've already gone almost 20 minutes here on the Woo Report. Again, we'll be live at American Whiskey, 51 Edison Place, out on the big stage. Thursday night, October 12th, for Game Day Live and Devils After Dark. I'll be there. Shorts Guy will be there, and crew. Lining up guests right now. And we'll announce it's going to be a game time decision if the And Crew Brew will make its way to American whiskey. It's already being made right now. It's just a waiting game. The kegs are ready. Probably in a couple weeks, the cans will be ready. And it's a podcast beer for you, the fans. Because that's why we named it And Crew Brew. And Crew. We want you to join our crew. We want great hockey talk at the bar, at the games, on the streets. We're all in this together. And, that's why we love the Let's Go Devils podcast as we're approaching 750,000 downloads. We're nearing 750,000 downloads. Can't do it without you folks. Like we have Mark out in Switzerland. We've got Aussies listening to this podcast all over the world, international, Canada, the UK, Germany, India. I bet you we're the number one Devils podcast in India. Just a great time. And hopefully we can all have a brew together. All right, well, getting out of here. Hockey on Tap, our sister show. Shorts Guy's on it. It's going to be on at 8 p.m. on the Primetime Radio Network. But for now, I'm going to head off. No worries. Tomorrow night, I'm heading over to American Whiskey to start setting up for the big podcast. I can't wait. Hashtag we are fun. We're going to have a lot of fun throughout the season. Also, check out pucksandpitchforks.com. Getting out of here. The roster's out. Simon Nemec is going to develop like he should. Everything's going according to plan. This is the Woo Report. Till next time, let's go Devils.